mean to hit that, but I did.
Allegiance to the flag
And the United States
of the slammer. Brother.
brother. Ooh, a Popeye. Arr! What Popeye say? Whoa! Whoa! He thought he was a bushwhacker. Slammer. I am a bushwhacker. I was watching some football warm-up show earlier. It just showed guys out there warming up on the field. This guy had some things in his hands. And he was walking like that. I was like, he looks like the bushwhackers. All right, man. Woo! Time.
Yeah.
Man, look at all
I
these.
feel like
We've got 1 million people on here already. They're just ready for it.
a million people.
The millions and millions
And millions.
bro fans.
Let's get this page.
I'm
pulled
speaking
up.
profanity, ain't I?
You talk while I start sharing this.
I need a protein shake. You know who my favorite president is? Abraham Lincoln.
Gosh.
I love brotato chips too.
Potato chips.
Brotitos. I got 1 million of them.
Let's try to cut that down.
Oh, hey, we're getting some people on here. We'll give everybody just a minute to get on here, and while we do that, let me
Introduce yourself.
let me hit the old welcome share or whatever. There we go.
Had a late night last night. I'm
Late,
still.
I am.
Here it is. 5 o'clock in the evening, and I feel like I'm still kind of recovering.
I'm drained, man.
This old man ain't used to being out late at night anymore.
The work week, and
Yes.
let me get this shared here. If you're on here right now, go to your share button. Share the live stream here, man. I don't know what we're going to talk about,
I've
but
recycled my King's cup from last night.
oh, did you?
I didn't have a drink ready for today. It was kind of
Uh-oh.
impromptu.
Hey, well, and I've got the old Pac-Man Cherry Bomb
That's actually
G
really
Fuel. I love it,
That's a
man.
really good one.
I'm glad I needed this too. I just get out there
We've
shoveling
already
in,
we've already
man.
got people in the chat.
Who we
here.
got in here?
Randy says, "Hey, bro."
Hey, bro.
Dana is in there. She says, "Hi."
Who was that?
Dana.
Dana. What's up, Dana?
Kathy's in the chat. Says, "Hey, Slammer." Mookie, what's up,
Kathy,
girl?
what's going on? Missed you last
Yeah, I
night.
was just about to say
She
that.
said she had a condo to take care of. But Max was there, brought all the kids. I think he said there was 16 of them there last
Wow.
night, man.
Uncle Larry Hargrove is in the
Larry, what's up, brother? He said, bros. Ron Kenny, finally you're on here. He's been able to catch. Hey, man, it's a special edition. Let me explain why. Probably everybody was like, "What in the world are they doing the Bro Show today
chat.
for?"
We've kind of been all over the place the last few weeks.
It's been crazy. We had, well, by the way, welcome to Bro Show episode 31, number 31,
Wow.
31 straight weeks in a row. I'm your host, your number one brother, your mega brother, the people's bro. Oh my God, I got it.
Still,
I remembered
reigning,
it.
defending.
I remembered it. New Breed Wrestling Midwest PopCon champion, 485 days.
Just like it's better than Roman Reigns, son.
That's right, brother. I am Slammer. This here to my left,
Right here. That's
the
me.
White Larry Bird himself. Here he is.
No, Randy Parsons, the king is cool. You're El Presidente, your number one favorite stepbrother,
Whoa.
Brother Mookie.
Hey, welcome.
Round of applause. Round
So
of
anyway, the reason we are on at 5 o'clock on Sunday, not Tuesday, and that's something we're throwing up in the air too, because Tuesday's been kind of a challenge here lately. But we had way too much winter weather this past week. Last Sunday, it iced and sleeted, and did we get a half inch of ice? Is that what it
We
was
got a lot
down
of
here?
ice, and now we just got snow on top of it.
And let me explain something to you. If you didn't know already, which you probably do because you follow me anyway, I work at UPS. We never shut down. It got so bad last Sunday.
Brother Coop is in the chat.
Welcome, brother
Hey,
Coop. That we shut down last Monday. And when UPS shuts down, that just means packages start piling up.
we both have jobs that never shut down.
Yeah,
I work at a hospital. You work at UPS. I was kind of jealous. Your place actually shut down.
it was strange, man. It's like we have a whole group, a driver group chat, and everybody was just like, "What's happening here, man? This is strange." But then we go to work Tuesday, and I mean, if it's not a flat surface that we can get to, those trucks don't go. So if you're expecting a UPS package, I'm not kidding, because a friend of mine, he's this evening supervisor. He made a post the other night. It was just like, please be patient with the UPS drivers. They will get your stuff to you. If you can believe this, which you should, because people are people.
Why would you lie?
People are calling in complaining because they're not getting their stuff. The only way I understand if people are getting a little upset, I understand that some medication comes through UPS. But if you're just sitting there waiting on some random Amazon package that you're going to forget you even had in a week.
I've been waiting for my Mardi Gras bees to come in the
Hey,
mail.
Heather's been waiting on something for a while. I mean, all I can say is sorry. We'll get there when we get there. And if you're so desperate for something and we're out and about and you know who your driver is, call the 1-800 pickups number and say, hey, I can meet them somewhere.
Speaking of, if you want to call in tonight, 1-900-999-SLAM with 2 M's. Give us a call. You can chat with Brother Mookie, Brother Slammer over here.
Brother Slammer.
We got questions. We got answers.
Hey, man. As a matter of fact, I put that on the thing earlier when I was saying we was going to be on here. Ask us anything.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be
The
wrestling.
subject doesn't matter. Do you need
Ask in the
advice?
chat. Give us a call.
I'm sure we got advice to give. It may not be the best advice, but I'm sure we have it. And if you need the answer to something, we'll give you an answer. It may not be right, but we'll give you an answer. So anyway, welcome to our Sunday edition of the Bro Show, episode number 31.
Brother Doug is in the chat.
Brother Doug.
Says, nice job, bro. Guess he's talking about maybe your wrestling matches last night.
Oh,
which we will get to.
We will get to that.
Megan is in the chat. Says, hey.
Hey.
Robert Queen, Brother Robert Queen.
Robert.
He
brother,
is in the chat.
What's going on,
Roberto.
man?
What's up, brother?
He probably didn't know his name was Roberto until just now.
I'm El Presidente. I refer to you as Roberto now.
Roberto.
Cody Booger is in the chat.
Welcome, brother.
He wants to know he has liked and shared the post.
Thank you. We appreciate
that.
Hey, man, everybody right now, if you're watching this, just like and share. And if you haven't already, just like this page. I am almost at 3,000 people. Last week, this time, I was at like 2,940. And I gave the tutorial. Here it is. This is the Slammer page. Right here, there are 3 little bitty dots underneath my profile. You hit those 3 dots. It's very simple. And then you look down here and it says, invite people to connect. And it will give you a list of people to connect. Or actually, it says invite friends. Then you hit the invite friends. And there should be some people pop up. Mine doesn't because I've invited everybody, but you should. And there should be a thing there that just says select all. All you got to do is select that, hit the invite button. It's real easy, and you help a brother out.
Brother Randy is in the chat. He says, my favorite show is on. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We dig it,
appreciate
brother.
that, man. Sis Paige Mack is in the chat.
Paige is in the chat.
She must be upstairs with the lady upstairs, wherever that may be.
They're up there somewhere.
She says, hey, bros.
Robert, working a lot.
El Roberto says he is working a lot.
Get it.
He is El Roberto. All right. Tell us a little bit about last night.
Well,
late night.
Late night last night, man. It was of course, last week I was supposed to have a wrestling event. It got canceled because that nasty, stupid winter weather was coming in. And then, God dang it, we finally got an event, and I was starting to sweat it because we got so much, man, we got 6 inches of snow on top of all the sleet and ice, and we had a standing room only event happening last night. It's like, man, it sucks, man, to lose out on all this. We don't cancel, though, man. I got us shoveled out. We went to St. Louis last night, MMWA, standing room only. That place was jam-packed. Pause.
Brian Reeves in the chat says Superhuman is coming for you.
Hey, man, let me tell you something about that Superhuman guy. I think a lot of people crap on him. That dude is awesome.
He's entertaining.
He's very entertaining.
I watched his latest video today, actually.
He's insane and does some stupid stuff.
Yeah.
But that guy is more over than any indie wrestler on the planet. A lot of these indie wrestlers ought to take some notes from this guy on how to get over with some people because what's Jim Cornette call everybody? Mope faces?
Yeah,
There's way too many mope faces, man. That's Superhuman. He's crazy, but very entertaining. I like watching him.
My best friend in the world, fellow die-cut dude, Cody Pine is in the chat.
Cody, what's up, brother?
I guess as you were giving your phone tutorial, he wants to know if he hands you his phone, if you could just do it for him.
Hey, man, I could. I wish I could just grab everybody's phone and be like, just give me your phone. Let me just invite everybody. I know how to do this. And
not Nick.
Hey,
not Nick the Slick, but Nick says, hey, bro.
Nick Howell, what's going on, brother? Yeah, man, I tell you what. what was it? Was it 2 years ago? I lost my Facebook pages.
Yeah.
I got hijacked by ISIS or something. I don't know.
ISIS is coming for you,
But
brother.
you're the one that you and Joe
Yeah.
Moonraker had let me know that my page was all being weird, and that my page was gone, and I never could get it back. It got hijacked and gone, and I lost thousands.
Everything.
I had like 10,000 people between both those pages, and I have never recovered. Facebook's changed so much in the last couple of years. You hear me gripe about it all the time. Nobody sees anything anymore, and it's irritating as can be. But man, I lost out a lot of people, and it's been hard to regain
a
the
rebuilding
following,
process.
dude.
You're like the second city saint.
I am. But you know what? It's just
Burn
like
the city down
it's just
in
like
Chicago.
when I won that MMWA championship, man. I was on top of the world, but when I lost it, you go back down, man. What do you got to do? You got to start climbing that ladder again,
Speaking
man.
of Broadway, let's hear about this.
You know, man, you'll probably agree. There's a little bit of controversy of some sort. Even though me and Butcher don't have a problem with each other, why'd the bell ring?
Yeah, there's.
I
I think everybody in that building was kind of confused.
everybody
last
was
night.
very confused. I would say, me and Butcher, the fans love us, but I felt that it was pretty much bro slam.
I heard the bell ring. It looked prematurely. Everybody was still moving in the ring.
Yep.
I was looking around for Vince McMahon, going like this to get them to ring the bell. I thought there was a Montreal screw job going on. The Broadway screw job almost went down, I thought.
Yeah, and Heather asked you if I was hurt.
Yeah.
Because she's like, I don't think that why is he still laying there?
Yeah.
Here's the thing, man. I hit Butcher with a move. He kicked out of it. He hit me with his move. 1, 2. I kicked out. Next thing you know, there was a bell ringing. And I was not down for no 3 count. And it's like, why did this bell ring? And we're just confused. And then the referee said, do the match again. Then me and Butcher, man, I tell you what, man, we clobbered the crap out of each other. We did the biggest double clothesline on each other, man. We both went down. The referee counted 1, 2, 3. Apparently, his shoulder got up about a millisecond quicker than mine, I guess.
I think it was a Broadway screw job.
There was a Broadway screw job. Hey, me and Butcher, we shook hands. I don't feel that there was anything funny going on. I don't have a problem with the Brotherhood.
I was going to say the Brotherhood had some crooked ways at times.
They have, man. But they've mended their ways, man. They've been eating healthier. They've been training. They were getting those good nutrients into their bodies, getting their
vibes,
getting the goodness flowing through them, man. You see Ricky at the gym every day,
I want
man.
a T-shirt that says that. I want getting the goodness flowing through
Hey,
me.
you know what? I told the Brotherhood, I was like, man, I said, you guys have a good thing going. I said, I know I'm not part of the Brotherhood. I know you got your own thing. I said, it's kind of like the Bloodline. They have their own thing, but you got little old Sami Zayn come along being an honorary oos. I said, how about I be just an honorary bro? So I've deemed myself the honorary bro of the Brotherhood.
You got whooped in, and
I've stood beside him a couple times.
You got jumped. Your initiation jumped last night, though.
Maybe that's what it was. They're like, he didn't attack afterwards. We can trust him. So anyway,
Cody Pide also says he's going to send the phone to you. He's going to mail it out to you.
Mel, I'll come to your house.
Send it UPS.
You better let me just come to your house and get done quicker. I know where you live, and I can be there in 15 minutes. UPS might be 5 to 7 business
Kathy wants
days.
to know who won between you and Butcher.
Butcher won the match, but funny business there, man. It's Jay's fault. Jay's a good referee, man. What Jay go off messed up, man.
Well, Jay had a long, hard.
Hey,
our referee,
you know what? That might. I think we just solved the problem. I think our detective skills just solved it. Brother Jay King had to work every single match last night.
Took about 3 bumps last
and
night.
he took so many bumps. That poor guy. He probably didn't know what was happening.
I think by the end of the night, his zebra stripes are like a little crooked the whole time.
Well, you know what? I'm not saying I can.
Hands off.
Hands. I'm not griping about a loss by any means, but maybe Jay just had a bad night. He made the wrong call. It's fine. We'll move on. I have no idea who I'm wrestling next month, but that will be my next wrestling match. Will be February 8th at the South Broadway Athletic Club. I don't have anything else going on, and you know what? That was going to be the other thing we're going to explain about Tuesday. We will not be on Tuesday. That's why we're on today, because UPS done said, you guys watch your DOT hours, which is Department of Transportation. I'm only allowed to work 60 hours in a week per Department of Transportation rules. So that means I might be out till about 11 o'clock every night. So have some patience on us UPS drivers. If you see us,
So Cody, go ahead and mail your phone
mail
out.
your phone. Hey,
It will get there eventually. It will get here eventually.
I'm gonna do a public service announcement for UPS too. If you are expecting something, turn your porch lights on, shovel your driveway off in your sidewalk, and if you see me come rolling up your house at 9 o'clock at night, maybe you give a brother a energy drink and a protein bar or something. Say, "You got her, brother. Keep on moving, man."
Bro George has entered
Bro
the chat.
George,
Aruba. Let's see here. Doug says, think about it, and you guys would want some T-shirts and something, he can make it happen.
Who's that?
Brother Doug.
Brother Doug.
Bro George is also, who ref the match? Bro Slam. Danny Davis? We need to talk to Jack Tunney.
Hey, I will get a hold of President Jack Tunney. He will get to the bottom of this, I'm sure. I'm filing a grievance now.
Tom Phelps is saying he's feeling a little under the weather.
Whoa.
We hope you get to feeling better,
Get better,
Tom.
brother.
Tom's a good guy. I work with him at the hospital.
Well, good thing he works at a hospital then if he's feeling under the weather.
Paige Mack has sent a couple messages.
Uh-oh.
I guess I'm slacking on the messages here. She said Jay King refed all the matches.
Yep.
And she wants to know, did I keep my Raising Cane's match or my cup? I did. I told it at the front of the podcast here. Kind of recycled. I wasn't totally prepared today. I filled it up with my own sody.
Your own sody?
And it tastes just as good.
Oh, right. Man, that was one of my favorite things last night, man. It's been last month after the December event, we had an MMWA Christmas party.
Silverback is entered. He wants to know what you're going to do, brother.
And what you going to do, big brother? And so we didn't go to Raising Cane's last month. So, man, I tell you what, some people crap on Raising Cane's.
Yeah.
I did not like Raising Cane's the first time I had it. It took me a couple times to get rolling.
Me and Paige kind of persuaded you into
You guys did, man. And I tell you what, I am numero uno Raising Cane's fan, man.
He's a caniac.
I'm a caniac, brother. I get the caniac combo and eat whatever's left of Heather and Paige, they share a plate, and I get the caniac.
Breaking news.
Breaking
we do have the
news.
first question in the chat tonight. Slammer, do you want Arby's sandwiches for work tomorrow? The girl upstairs is asking.
Man, I would love some Arby's sandwiches for lunch tomorrow. That would rule.
That is the most oddest, randomest question we've got asked in chat, but we appreciate it.
Listen, I got to take some food every day to work, okay? And Heather, typically, she will make me some burger patties.
I'm not sure who this Heather is you're talking about.
The girl upstairs will make me some burger patties and have it in aluminum foil, and I take burger patties, protein bars, cheese sticks, bottles of water, and all that stuff in my lunchbox.
Like my third grade lunch meal.
So it's been a long
Got a juice box in
weekend,
there?
and Arby's has a 4 for $10 classic roast beef sandwiches, man. These things rule. So probably what she's going to do is she's going to run to Arby's real quick. She's going to pick me up.
I'm not blocking her now, am I?
No, you're not blocking her. She'll go out the other way. But she'll go get me. She must be sounding good. She must be wanting one too. She's probably going to go get some Arby's sandwiches. So I'm going to have some delicious Arby's sandwiches in my lunchbox tomorrow. And that's going to be awesome.
I'll tell you right now.
That'll help me get through the
I
day.
don't know how you feel about fish sandwiches.
I'm not a big fan.
Arby's has some amazing fish sandwiches in their department of fish.
They have the meats.
Apparently
they have the fish meats.
They've got delicious fish sandwiches. I will say that.
I guess fish ain't meat.
Is it?
Is
No.
fish meat?
What would fish be? It's not a vegetable.
Not a
Not a
vegetable.
grain. I think it's meat.
It's meat. They have the meats. It's like they have burgers there. It's like people are like, "What does Arby's have burgers for? They're only roast beef." It's like, well, they have the meats.
I actually found out how they fix the burgers.
And I hear they have a very good burger.
They are. I went there, tried one out of curiosity.
Oh,
They deep fry them, which is kind of weird.
the girl upstairs is leaving to go get the Arby's sandwiches.
Because they don't have a grill to fix the hamburgers on, because they don't have burgers typically.
Yeah.
So they actually put them in the fryer.
Whoa,
the
really?
fries.
Oh,
Not too bad.
oh, I'm gonna try one day. That
Not too
sounds
bad.
delicious. I like going in there when they got the big old hunk of roast beast up there and they're shaving it off. Man, I'm like, wow, that's.
Just put a bun on that and just hand it to me.
I hate to get my hand caught in that. Woo-hoo.
You like the Arby's sauce?
I do like the Arby's sauce. Arby's sauce is good.
Tom wants to know Super Bowl predictions.
Super Bowl
I
predictions.
got to see the Buffalo Bills give a whooping today. I'm so happy about that.
I figured.
I think the Eagles are winning.
I tell you what, that first drive Denver had, I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
boy, I tell you what,
Same
Buffalo better wake up. They did. They
Yeah.
woke up. So
They drove down and scored that first touchdown of the game. Denver did, and I was like, oh, that kind of scared me. But
Yeah.
that's the only thing they did all day.
Buffalo's going to be tough to beat in that conference. I think. I think the Bills might win. I think
They're gonna have a good matchup next week against Baltimore. That's gonna be pardon my French, one hell of a game.
I
next
thought
week.
that same thing. It's like, man, there are gonna be some good games here, man. And you know what? That's what I like. I just need some good
I
games.
really like Detroit.
I like Detroit, but I'm going to stand on this. I was saying this last night to
That's
everybody. Do not sleep on Tampa Bay, man. They're hot right now. Watch out for the Buccaneers,
I've
man.
always been a Baker Mayfield fan.
I like Baker.
Ever since he was in college, and he just never got a fair shake in the NFL
Yep.
because everybody he went to was terrible teams.
Yep.
And I'm so happy for
Yep.
Baker Mayfield to finally get his good shot.
I know I don't have a team per se. I've kind of followed Tampa Bay even before Brady went there. I was like, I go to Clearwater. Clearwater and Tampa Bay's the same place almost, and it's like, well, maybe since I love being down there so much. Plus, every time they had the game on last week, you see
Good
it was
evening, Herb
71
Simmons is in the
degrees.
chat.
Herb, what's going on, brother?
I was sad to see he canceled their show on Friday because of the stupid weather.
Stupid weather, man. Friday was awful.
Friday.
It was so bad. Let's see. Not only did I miss work Monday, I went to work Friday. We couldn't get nothing done. We had one driver off in a ditch.
Oh.
I got stuck on a flat surface. Luckily, a kid came out with a shovel, and me and him, we were out there.
They got like a foot of snow up north though compared to us.
and me and this kid, we shoveled where I could get my back tire going. And I got out, and the boss just said, "If you're done, man, just come on back." I said, "I'm done." We went back, took a full truck back of stuff. I mean, we have so many packages, man. We got trailers sitting there with packages on. It's going to take us weeks to dig out of this mess. It's
Dominic
awful.
is in the chat. He says, "What's up, Slammer?"
Hey, brother, good to see you last night at the MMWA.
Paige says doesn't compare to cane sauce. I think she's talking about the Arby's
Yeah,
sauce.
that cane sauce, man. There's something special about that, man. That's some good
Yeah.
stuff, man.
Mark Bragas, Chiefs will win. Mark, let me have a little chat with you.
Uh-oh.
The Chiefs are not going to win. I feel like Psycho Sid. He started whispering.
Hey, I'm going to choke slam you.
Yeah. The Chiefs, I feel, have skated by all season long, barely beating teams all season long that they should have stomped a mud hole in a walk dry, as Stone Cold would say. Who are they playing first round? I just seen who they're playing. I can't. It's somebody tell us in the chat.
Who? What'd you say?
The
The
Chiefs.
They're a first round bye.
I know, but next week
they will play
Houston. I will not be shocked at all if Houston upsets them. CJ Stroud, he is on a roll right now. I have a feeling that may be the upset of the century next week.
Hey, what game's going on? Green Bay and Philadelphia is going right now.
Yeah.
I went out there and worked out for a little bit and shoveled some more.
I was watching it up
So
until the minute I left.
I have no clue what is even happening. in
Eagles
that
was
game.
shutting them out by the whenever I
I'll
left.
tell you right now because I have this special app called ESPN.
Brandy says he thinks it's going to be the Bills and the Chiefs.
The Bills and the Chiefs. Looks
That's
like
going to be a good game if it comes down to it. I think the Bills will finally, if they get past Houston, if Chiefs get past Houston, I think the Bills will finally get their number in the playoffs this year.
Eagles beating the Packers now, 10-0. Eagles probably win that game.
That's what it was when I left the house.
Sorry, Eagles fans. I like the Eagles. I'm not anti-Eagle. by
Paige
any
says,
means.
"Go Chiefs." We had this big discussion. Me and the Butcher was tag teaming on her last night, beating her down with the Chiefs. We were talking about all Buffalo, and she wanted no part of it.
She likes her Taylor Swift.
Annie and Russell in the chat said, "Sorry we didn't make it. Love you guys."
Oh yeah, it would have been awesome to see you guys there. Maybe next month when you guys come on down, man. We always good to see my Aunt Annie down there at the South Broadway Athletic Club. My cousin Sarah, it'd be good to see you guys.
Let's see. Dominic says, "What's up, Mookie? Sorry I didn't get to say hi to you last night."
Who said that?
Dominic did.
Dominic.
No problem.
Dominic was there, man.
I was kind of hidden in the audience.
He was hanging, man.
It was a big crowd last night.
It was-
Sellout, standing crowd only, standing room only, I should say.
Hundreds and hundreds of Slammer Maniacs, man.
Let's
Good
see.
night at the merch table.
Brandon says, "Anybody but the Chiefs." 100% agree.
Now I'm not anti-Chiefs, but I just think.
There
Whoa,
we go.
whoa! What's happening?
Paul Hester.
Paul, thank you, brother.
Paul and Nick the Slick was there last night.
Yeah,
donated
Nick was there,
20.
man. Good to see you, Nick. Finally, he came out, man. That was awesome.
Let's see. Randy said, anybody but the Chiefs. Thomas says, Philadelphia dominate. Paul Hester says, hello.
Hello,
also.
brother.
Thank you for those stars.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you for
That's
that donation.
appreciate that.
So you want to get a little bit on this day in wrestling history.
Let's do it, man.
Real quick, Doug in the
we
chat. Doug in the chat, I'm about to beat you down, son.
We-
about to put the boots through you,
I
son.
didn't know we was going to talk so much football on here.
I
That's
know.
pretty exciting.
Doug's in the chat saying I'm a big Chiefs fan. He knows better than that. Give him some Ric Flair chops, son.
Woo!
On this day in wrestling history, 1998, Hall and Nash become WCW Tag Team Champions again. In Florida, in Jacksonville, they beat the Steiner Brothers on
All
WCW
right.
Nitro for the tag team titles.
You know, I seen something. It was it 30 years ago today? The Steiner brothers made their WWF debut.
Oh.
It was either 30 or 31 years ago.
And that was
man.
a blink of the eye too.
I was listening to Cornette one day because somebody had said, "Why did the Steiner brothers keep their regular names and not get anything changed?" Apparently, they got signed so fast and put on TV so fast that they didn't have time to really do anything with them. Which
Randy has
was
donated 50 stars.
perfect. Thank you, Randy, brother. Whoa!
There's some more.
Apparently, the Stars Party has been activated.
There we
Thank
go.
you,
Martin
Thank you,
Brockett
Mark.
does
JR, man, you guys rule. Paul, JR, Mark, two sweet brothers. Thank you.
Josh says, "What's up, brothers?"
Who's that? Josh?
Josh.
Summers.
Yes.
All right. What's up, brother? Good
JR
to see you
says,
last
"Killer
night,
Bros,
brother."
you rock." Josh said, "Just had some Raising Canes today."
Yeah.
Eat a good Raising Canes.
No, man. Whoa! What's happening here,
Doug.
Doug? Thank you, brother.
Hello, Dyka dude there donating. What
Don't-
is it?
man.
50 stars? Doug, you better save that for our stuff.
Hey, this is your stuff.
I don't get a cut of this.
we got to.
This goes to the museum.
We got to start making some here first.
Also on this day in 1998, over on the other channel on WWF Monday Night
Whoa!
Raw. We got more.
Thank you, Randy.
I'm losing my mind here. 1998, the Go Home Raw before the Royal Rumble. 1998. Mark Henry turned on his tag team partner Ken Shamrock to join the Nation of Domination.
Oh wow!
They were facing D'Lo Brown and The Rock.
Wow, that was
So
his turn.
He turned on Shamrock, joined the Nation the Monday before Monday Night or Royal Rumble '98.
Nation of Domination.
And in 1999, the beloved China beat Mr. McMahon in an arm wrestling competition.
Oh my
I
gosh!
would like to see
I
that.
forgot all about
I
that.
don't remember that one.
Oh man, memory unlocked.
2001, Rhino retained his ECW title match against Sandman in Poplar Bluff.
Whoa, was
There-
you there?
I was not.
Okay, I thought you
Sadly.
were gonna say you was there.
And it was their second to last ECW show before the company shut down.
Oh,
'Cause they
man.
had it in Poplar Bluff, and then the next night went somewhere in Arkansas, and that was their last ever show. Which is kind of a fun little fact there.
There's a fun fact.
Also, on this day in 2020, the first female wrestler ever to win a major title, or in a major company to win the World Heavyweight title, Tessa Blanchard.
Tessa Blanchard.
Won the Impact World title. Who do you remember who she beat? Any idea? Any guesses?
This guy always hit everybody with a baseball bat.
Sammy Callahan.
Sammy Callahan. I couldn't think of what his name was. I just remember
At
him.
their Hard to Kill pay-per-view.
Oh, I'll be darned.
So those are this
Yeah,
day in
I
history.
got very limited TNA
That's why
wrestling knowledge,
I was
but I
actually
got
impressed
a
you got
little
that
bit
one.
of it.
I was actually impressed you got that one.
Yep. Full of useless wrestling knowledge.
JR's
Apparently
called-
came in useful this time.
JR is calling us the Raising Bros.
The Raising Bros. We have to get some kind of a logo made, kind of like that Raising Bro show.
JR said, "Did you survive all the snow, and how much?" Hope you had some fun in it.
I really didn't have no fun in it.
We
unless
did
you
more
call-
working than fun in the
Yeah,
snow.
there's
unfortunately.
way too much shoveling and trying to work. Man, I tell you what, man, that is I tell you what, that's what I go, man. I can go. It's like yesterday, man. I was up. I ended up shoveling. I got a pretty big driveway. I shoveled all that crap. Had to go. I worked all week. Worked out every night. Shoveled this driveway. I drove to St. Louis. wrestled a big old match against Butcher and got
A big old
beat
pig
up.
man.
Big old oink oink man. Got home at 1:10 last night. By the time I took a shower and
You dropped me off right about.
decompressed a little bit.
You dropped me off like right at 1.
Yep, it's about 2:30 before I went to sleep, man. I woke up at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
And the only reason I got up is because like I just didn't want to feel like I slept my day away.
That's about how I was. I got to bed sometime after 2. Before I went to bed, I took a shot of NyQuil. Even though I wasn't coughing, I wasn't sick,
It'll
but I'm
just
like,
help you go to sleep.
I just needed a good
I get
night's
that,
sleep.
and man,
I woke up about 10:30 and I felt great.
I knew we was gonna do this show at 5. I was like, you know what? That game was about the Bills wrapped it up. There was about 5 minutes left in the game. I knew they had it wrapped up. I was like, I gotta go out here and went outside and did some squats because I'm crazy. Went out there, did some squats, played with the gym cat for a little bit, butterball, and then I walked outside and I was like, I need to clear a better path to the gym from the garage. And the next thing I know, I shoveled another inch or so of slush off the driveway, just trying to do anything I can just so that sun can hit it and get that crap melted the rest of the way. It's driving me nuts. Go away, snow.
Josh Summer says back in the day, WWE used to have the bench pressing contest, the punching strength contest. Used to have all kinds of contests back in the day.
You know, I remember
the weightlifting ones with like Ken Patera.
I remember, man. And then they had like the club thing with the
that's
iron sheet.
That's what Josh also
Is
said.
that what he's talking about?
Yeah.
I remember, man, there's a pretty cool video somewhere out there, and it was the Road Warriors and the Barbarian and the Warlord having like a bench press competition. Man, they were benching like 500 pounds, man. These dudes were crazy. Decaduraball up strength, brother.
Get Hercules.
Yeah, Cornette said that story again the other day. He's like, he was managing Hercules. He's like, Hercules just huge, looks like he's made out of granite. And he says, 10 milliliters a deca, 10 milliliters a deca, and I'm going to beat you up or whatever. It's like, man, the good old days, man, the 80s.
We have our first phone call tonight.
Whoa, we got a phone call.
Thanks for calling in to the Bro Show.
Thank you for calling the Bro Show.
Episode 31.
Episode 31.
Feel like there's an echo in here.
There is. there is.
Yeah, this is Lash LaRue.
What?
Lash
LaRue.
The
Lash LaRue from Baton Rouge. First time caller, long time listener, I'm sure.
You got to
Yes, Lash LaRue Brewski from Baton Rouge.
Lash LaRue Brewski.
I'm down here in Cajun country, and I was just curious why I got canned from WCW.
Oh, you're telling us why you got canned?
I actually remember when Lash LaRue debuted on WCW.
I remember
About
Lash
the same
LaRue.
exact time Goldberg did. I think maybe a week or two after.
I wonder who went went on to stardom from those two.
Well, the truth of it is, they asked me to shave off my sideburns, and I told them no. I said, I am Lash LaRuski, and I will not shave off those burns.
Well, we see it worked out just well for you, brother.
Well, I work down here at the docks, but, you know.
The docks, the Gator docks.
Down there getting gators and Cajun shrimp.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. I'm in the bed.
You sound very Cajun, by the way. Kind of sound a little hillbilly Cajun.
Well, I kind of grew up in Arkansas, too. So a little bit of that down here, too.
Oh, you're one of them Arkansas Cajuns.
Yes, sir.
You got a question for us, Lash?
Southwest Arkansas.
Southwest.
Baton Rouge.
Well, that's quite a.
Southwest Arkansas, down there by Texas. You're a Texan
I
Cajun.
got a question for you, boys.
Please do give. Do ask.
Kane and Undertaker brothers.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
I'm so glad he asked that because I've been wanting to answer this so bad.
This is almost as good as
I've
Raising
never been
Cane's.
told this, and I just had to call and ask you.
Oh,
We appreciate you calling and asking, sir.
well, for the first time you're ever going to hear this, I'm sure our listeners may have heard it before. Kane, Undertaker, are real brothers,
They are.
man. Real brothers, real
We got
life.
breaking news. They are brothers.
Real.
Well, just remember what the mud dog puppies down here say. Home is where you make it.
We appreciate you calling in, Lash.
and Fubo is from the devil, right? All right, thank you for
Oh, I
calling
guess
in
he's
there,
going.
Lash LaRue Brewski. All right, what a caller! What a time there, man.
Let's see here. Paige said she slept from 2 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Woo.
Ooh,
Everybody got a late night last night.
It was, man. Late night.
Josh said last night was great. It was a great night overall.
Oh man, it was
a good
wonderful
show.
down at Broadway. It's always awesome at Broadway. Man, last night, man, that crowd was there, man. They was ready for some wrestling. I think a lot of people being cooped up. Hey man, we had a special battle royal last night.
Yep.
Crowned a brand new Tony Costa Legacy Championship to Andrew Wilder. Congratulations, Wolfman. You man, carry that championship and defend it well. Thank you for the stars there, Marvin. Appreciate that, brother. We also had a MMWA South Broadway Hall of Fame. It's brand new for MMWA. That was pretty cool.
Randy sent another 50
Thank
stars,
you,
too.
Randy. Who all got inducted? The special one was Bad Al Stevens.
Yeah.
That was really awesome, man. Al, he's so
And the
cool,
Smith- the
man.
Smith family.
I've got to know him. He was the timekeeper. He just retired from timekeeping here last year, man. Super cool guy. Good to see him get, man. He was so honored, man. He didn't know he was getting inducted.
And fun fact, he was the last man to ever wrestle
That's what I was getting
Bruiser
ready to
Brody.
say.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good.
Last man, Mark Brockett sent another 50 stars. Man, they're pumping you full tonight.
man. All right.
Yeah, Al was the last man to ever wrestle Bruiser Brody before he left the U.S. to go down to Puerto Rico.
And that was
And-
when he got
Murdered.
murdered
pretty much, yeah.
in Puerto Rico. So how
What a kind of
what
cool
a
claim to
cool,
fame.
yeah, cool to know. Sucked it happened though,
Yeah.
but yeah, he was. I wonder who won that match.
I got one guess.
I'm pretty sure that Bruiser Brody
Well,
probably.
Well, we see how good Al gets around. It's probably
I'll tell you
'cause
what,
he's in the
man.
hands of Brody.
I seen some of his family had some Al shirts on. I was like, man, I really want one of
Really?
them shirts.
I
Yeah, I
didn't
had a
get to see
picture
that.
of him on it. It's like, was he Bad Al Stevens? Was
Oh, I don't know. I didn't get to see these shirts.
Yeah, and then it had a picture of him from back in the day, man. Probably like 1986, because he said he got trained and debuted in '86. So
Wow.
that's pretty cool, man. Al, you the man. He may be even listening, man. He always liking and commenting on my stuff, man. He's
Al's a
he's
good guy.
awesome. Yeah, Ed Smith.
Yep.
That was one of the inductees. The
Giant
Giant
Assassin. Man, I used to
Assassin.
love growing up and going to South Broadway and seeing Giant Assassin as a
and
kid.
Tim.
Mendable? No, Tim.
Tim Mendable. Tim Mendable is in
Hey, that's
MWA.
our brother.
is he on here? I haven't
Not
seen
yet.
him yet.
He's probably gonna be looking for us Tuesday night.
I made the post and tried to make sure that everybody would hopefully got to see it. So Bad Al Stevens, that's what it was. Bad Al Stevens. Is that what I said?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
Well, Paige was telling
Big
me.
Bad. Let's call him Big Bad. Al
I
Stevens.
thought maybe I said it wrong. Yeah, Al's the man. That's awesome.
William Harris is in the chat. He
Banging,
said we're banging.
banging, hanging and banging at the Slammers Wrestling Collection. Speaking of toys, what'd you get there this week? You brought in something.
Yes, I actually finally picked up something. It's been a while since I've made a purchase because of the holidays. Moved, trying to figure out my finances, so I've kind of put a halt on purchasing anything.
You've been patient on this thing that you're getting ready to
I
show
have.
too, and that's,
I think we've
your
both
patience have paid off well.
We've both been eyeballing this at the store. I know.
Because I said I was not buying it for the price that they had it at.
What was it originally like?
It was
$70.
$70.
$70.
It's a 3-pack.
Finally.
But you're a bigger fan than I am,
Yeah.
so
Anybody that knows me has known me forever. I'm a huge Rock fan. I hate even referring to him as Dwayne Johnson because he's always the Rock to me. And they have a Legacy pack, 3-pack at Walmart. That was $70 originally. And I've
$70.
seen it, and I'm like, man, I want that so bad. No way I can pay $70 for that. Walmart is finally marking them down. And I'm hoping they mark them down more because I want to get another one
well,
open.
we knew eventually it would because these things have been sitting on shelves for
Yeah.
a long time at $70. It's like sooner or later these things will be clearance down, and you finally
Patience.
I actually sent you a message because I seen it, and I was like,
I already had it for a few days at that point.
and you had already had it. You said, I already got it. And I'm like, well, I'm going to wait a little longer there. If I see it and they mark it down a little bit more, I may pick it up.
So anybody that knows The Rock or knows about wrestling, he is a third-generation wrestler. His dad, Rocky Maivia, was one of the first black WWF tag team champions ever. His
I think
grandfather,
they weren't
yeah,
they?
him and Tony Atlas.
Him and Tony Atlas?
And Rock's grandfather, High Chief Peter Maivia, finally got an action figure of himself. Check out this 3-pack. I freaking love this.
That's
I
really
love-
cool, man.
I really want to get an extra one just to open up to have that rock. I see this rock in this shirt. It reminds me there's a old WWE Raw magazine. He's got the same exact outfit.
Oh, nice. All
And
right.
as soon as I seen this figure like a year ago when they showed it online, I'm like, I need that figure. That's from that Raw cover. Because I'm a big magazine collector
Yeah.
also.
That's the rock I like. I
There's-
like the rock with big
yeah.
long sideburns
And
and
the back's got a great action
Yeah, it's a pretty
action
good
photos
picture.
of the actual figures in action, I guess you could say.
yeah. I like Rocky Johnson. I think that's super cool.
But very cool. Like, he's all tatted up. You can tell.
I like the little details. I love it when they get. I
Look-
love the
look at all
details,
all the
man.
tattoos on.
Oh, thank you, Mark.
But that was my big pickup. $30 I thought wasn't bad. That's,
Yeah.
In my mind, that's $10 a piece for these figures.
No, that I
I
mean
could
you
do that all day
you would
long.
easily pay $10
Yeah.
for one of those guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
Several
not bad
times
at all.
I just realized he's got the rocks up the Rolex
That
on.
Rolex on.
He's even got his the bracelet, gold
Well, that's-
bracelet on too,
You know,
and his dress shoes. Look at that.
if it drops again and I catch it on another clearance,
Yeah.
I'll probably pick it up. I just don't know about 30 because it's like, man.
And if you see it lower, let me know because I want one to open.
Well, I'll let you know.
I need an open Rocky.
It'll probably be next. It'll be next Saturday before I get out of the house. By the time I get home this week, unless I find something on ringside that I want to pick up, I probably because what we was going up last night. I said, sure haven't been to Target in a while,
Yeah.
so I'm due for a Target run, and they got some new guys in.
Let's see. Randy says the final boss. God,
Final
I don't know if I could actually pick out a version of the Rock that I love the most because I love every.
You don't
freaking
have a
version.
final boss figure yet, do you?
They don't. They haven't made one yet.
But they do too. They got
Do
one
they?
on Ringside Collectibles right now.
Well, I try not to pick up modern day figures.
Ah,
I'm more of
yeah.
an old school Jack figure collector.
I get it. I mean, that's all I want is
And
old school stuff.
I guess.
But man,
I guess I
when
should
it comes to
maybe pick
stuff
up,
like this,
yeah, that I really want him in the Duster jacket.
and I end up buying the whole thing because I wanted the Dusty Rhodes, even though I'm never gonna open it up. I had a flashlight in there looking so I could look at the Dusty head.
That's so
They
funny.
actually got a set out now. I'm not gonna get it because I really don't want none of the figures, but it makes a Builder William Regal. Did you see this set that just came out?
I did.
The Shawn Michaels is awesome. He's got like the jeans and
Yeah,
it was
took
like
me a
during
minute
his
to.
comeback time.
I think it was like SummerSlam. Was
Yeah,
that
it's a
Street Fight?
SummerSlam 4-pack. But I mean, it comes with a Triple H that's just a regular old.
Yeah.
You know how.
I think that's what Michael's matches is SummerSlam. Street
It
Fight
was.
with Triple H.
And you know, I like Triple H just fine. I'm not goo over
I've
him.
never
like,
been a Triple H fan.
I've never.
I think I like him now more. Than
I probably like him now
wrestling.
more than. Yeah, you're right. I like the. Here's the problem I got with Triple H, and you know what it is. He was always a snooty guy, even in WCW when he was with Regal, and then he came to the WWF and he was Hunter Hearst Helmsley and did his bow and all that. I liked him just fine like that, but that's how he was. Then all of a sudden he's just a guy cracking up jokes with him and Michaels being DX. I never could.
Yeah,
I never could take that.
you couldn't take that transition.
I couldn't, and then all of a sudden he's the leader of DX when Michaels was gone. I liked it just fine, but it was still weird.
Well,
and then all of a sudden he becomes the game, and he's wearing a leather jacket. And
That's
it's
when
like,
they got the big push, is because everybody was hurt. I think Rock was hurt, Austin was hurt,
Yep.
Undertaker was hurt. I think it was just like him and Mick Foley there for a while, going
Yeah.
back and forth because everybody was hurt during that era.
I think I kind of like why Edge got a big old push there for a while too. It's like
Yeah.
everybody was just kind of
They needed somebody.
they needed somebody. Shoot, there was a time that they only had the Undertaker, and the Undertaker was always hurt, but he was the guy carrying the company
Yeah.
forever.
Let's see.
I like him though. I never didn't like the Undertaker.
Jason King in the chat says, is Slammer Mania going to be in the Rumble, the number 30th entrant?
God, you know how awesome that'd be. I doubt that this happens. I seen that they're reserving 2 spaces, one for Duggan and one for Flair in this upcoming Battle Royal. And I was
Really?
like,
I haven't seen that.
that surely has to be something made up. But
Ah.
at the same time, it's like, would they do something like that? I always like the surprise entrance in these Rumbles and
They
stuff.
don't really do it that
But
often
it's
anymore.
like,
it
if
kind of
they're-
makes me sad.
It
I like
kind
it.
of makes me sad, but it's like they're not going to win.
Well, but you can say that about like when they throw like Tozawa and Otis and
Well, you're
people
right.
like there. I'm like,
you know they're not going to win it. So
Yeah.
I mean, you might as well put Diesel
Yeah,
in.
because you can't have everybody in there.
If Diesel came walking in, you'd be like,
He's got a chance.
man, this dude could win.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tozawa ain't gonna win. Diesel come walking down, he's probably gonna win. Hey,
Oh, Doc.
Doc, what's up, brother? Thank
sent
you.
50 stars.
Doc is the man. Hey, if you need a tattoo, go see Doc. He'll ink you up, brother.
From head to toe.
Right there on Strauss Drive in Park Hills, man. Go in there and visit Doc. Tell him Slammer sent you, and he'll give you a big old wink. He'll give you a big old arm sleeve tattoo. I've always said I got a picture on my phone. I probably won't ever get a tattoo. Man, there's one. It's got like
First person to get a Slammer tattoo gets a free T-shirt.
that's right. It's got like Hogan and Warrior, Macho Man,
Doc-
Iron
Doc can hook you up.
Sheik. Oh man,
I
it
can
looks-
hook you up, man.
it's just all those old school guys, man. It's like, man, that'd be so awesome to just get something like that.
Since Paige Mack says she is due for a target run at any point now.
Well, I know I am because they got a Legends series and they got a Psycho Sid in it. Bro Slam really needs that Psycho Sid, and that Bret Hart's pretty cool. Matter of fact, I seen the Rick Rude that comes with that. I've seen
There's
a
a
better
Chase.
picture of
There's
it.
a Chase version of it.
Is
too.
there?
Yeah.
And he's got I think he's got the WCW title.
I think so.
And he's got some.
I forgot what
Some
the
of his
regular
cool pants
the black,
on.
He's got Black Tyson one. That's the Chase one, the black version of the.
Is that just a plain black?
They're not plain. They
They're
got
like gold or
They got
what?
this, no, they got all kinds of designs.
Does
on
it? Okay.
Faces and stuff.
Faces. Well, maybe that's. Maybe,
Jared in the chat says Slammer.
who said that?
Jared.
Jared.
Jared Shannon.
Jared, what's up, brother?
Paige Mack, the Royal Rumble just isn't the same anymore, and it does make me sad. It's always my favorite.
You know, they did something. I think it was what WrestleMania was it? And they did a gimmick battle royal,
The
and Iron Sheik won it.
WrestleMania 17
I wouldn't be
from
opposed
the
to.
Astrodome.
That'd be pretty cool if they would do something like that
This is
again.
the
Just-
Nerd Talk with Mookie.
but I would hate to see him. Well, of course, I'm not going to put the Iron Sheik in because he died.
Yeah,
But the whole reason Iron Sheik won it
because they couldn't get
because
him
he
out.
couldn't get out because his knees were so
I
bad.
remember watching that live, and he could barely walk down the ramp to get to the ring. I'm like, how are they gonna?
What
throw
took him
out?
forever to get
Yeah.
down there.
Yeah,
But you know, they could get Kevin Nash could. I know he can't do.
you don't have
He's
to.
in pretty doggone good
You
shape.
don't have to
man.
do a lot to get in the battle royal. I
You
mean,
can get guys like Van Dam.
Yeah.
You can get a lot of these guys that can still move and do some stuff and have a big old.
I thought that was a
battle
great thing. I was
royal.
kind of hoping that was going to be.
Look at me booking matches.
Not necessarily an annual thing, but I was kind of hoping that would become a thing every few years.
And the gobbledygooker could come out.
that gimmick could live forever.
I love. I kind of wish Ringside Collectibles. Hey, they had a deal at Black Friday, and I regret not getting it. It was the Undertaker debut, Ultimate Edition, the Gobbledygooker, and the Egg.
That's awesome.
And it was like $30 for all
It's
three.
not bad at all.
And I was
I'm
like,
surprised you didn't do
and
that.
I was like, I'm just somebody that doesn't open stuff. But I was telling myself, I want to get the Gobbledygooker and the Egg, and I want to open them because I want to put the Gobbledygooker in the Egg, and I
That's
want
awesome.
to display it. Because I don't think that's a figure that necessarily has to stay in a package
Yeah.
just because of what it is.
Remember who it was that played?
Hector Guerrero.
Hector Guerrero. Good job.
Look at me.
Jason
Smart.
Allen in the chat says, "What's up, brother?
Jason, what's going
I
on,
just got
man?
done clanging and banging in the gym.
Yeah,
brother.
boy, I did too, man. I got done. I went out there and did some squats, and then I walked outside and I shoveled some more drive. I'm crazy, man.
All right, I
I'm
got,
like the Energizer Bunny, man. I just keep going and going and going.
all right, you ready for some wrestling trivia tonight?
Gosh dang, man! I didn't realize we've been going for so long.
Oh, we got.
I felt like we'd only been on here for like 10 minutes. This is one of them shows that's just kind of flowed real nice. Anyway, we got some wrestling trivia. Who
I
is,
got 5 wrestling trivia questions for you
Yeah,
tonight.
I don't
you
want.
out there and you over here.
And here's the deal. I start seeing everybody answering everything right. I know you're on Google, so
Call
don't-
you out, Scott Goodson, if you're not even
no,
here though.
Look here. I got my phone. It's on the Bro Show. Right, that's my kid. I got it on the Bro Show right now. So
All right, I made a special
There we
Royal
go.
Rumble themed 5-question trivia night for us.
first off, best Royal Rumble ever. I believe I put this in my chat earlier in my story. Best Royal Rumble ever.
Everybody says 1992.
I agree. 1992.
I really enjoyed 1996. 96. I think Shawn Michaels ended up winning that one. That was the one that was in San Antonio. Was that? No, that had a. No, is that the one Austin won? 96.
Did Austin win 3 in a row?
96. He won 98. He won 97. I think maybe he
Did he
did.
win 2000?
Because the main event of that 96 was Sid versus Michaels. Because Michaels had to hit that super kick like a mile high to get Sid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 1992.
I love the
just
96.
Flair winning that title, and it was just.
I love
cool,
96
man.
Rumble. That's my favorite.
92. Everybody agreed. 1992 Royal Rumble, the best Rumble ever.
I think that's the go-to for everybody. Is 92.
It's just hey, that's just one that's one of those Royal Rumbles I think everybody can pretty much agree on for the most part. It was
It's
just
got the who's who of wrestling.
it's got the who's who of wrestling in it.
Randis
It was the
92.
only-
Randis is 92.
That was the first time. I mean, before that Rumble, you just won the Royal Rumble. You're the winner of the Royal Rumble. Congratulations, pat on the back. That one actually had some stakes at it, man. The winner became the WWF champion.
But then Flair's famous
And-
line, "With a tear in my eye."
It's the greatest day of my life.
Thank you for finishing.
And I think he was serious about
Yeah.
that too, wasn't he? And that's another discussion too. We don't know how many championships Flair's really had, but he's a 16-time champion, 14-time WCW, NWA. So I guess you got a slash there. So he's how many time NWA?
Oh my gosh.
How many time WCW?
See, that's
So
all
he's
combined,
he's a 16-time champion. Those three. Something was brought up about this. Okay, Cena is the 16-time. Now is he just WWF or is he part? See,
No,
this
he
is
was never WWF. It was WCW or
No.
WWE heavyweight and world champion.
this is where I'm getting at here. If somebody's going to let Cena win a championship and be at the 17-time, but still, that World Heavyweight Championship is just. I feel like that is just a token championship.
Yeah.
It's just I feel like it's just a made-up championship. It doesn't mean anything. The
The
WWF
one that Walter, or not Walter, he doesn't go by Walter now. What is it?
Gunther.
Gunther.
I don't acknowledge that championship, even though it's a championship.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes' belt is the WWF Championship. That's the WWF Championship, WWE Championship that Buddy Rogers had, that Bruno Sammartino had, that Hulk Hogan had, Stone Cold, Bret Hart. That's the championship. That other belt, they made it, they brought in one day and Triple H got handed it. Here you go, bud. You get to be the champion. Anyway, let's do some wrestling trivia.
Who's ready for some
Now I'm
wrestling?
getting mad at wrestling.
Royal Rumble wrestling.
That's
trivia
why I'm
match.
glad I'm a wrestler, because then I don't pay as much attention to a lot of stuff. Old school wrestling's the best. This new stuff, ugh.
I got a mixture of Rumble questions like that.
Okay.
Older and newer.
Is this going to get me fired up?
I hope not.
We better be ready for an overrun.
All right. They're gonna start. The questions are gonna start off easy and get a little bit harder as we progress. Question number 1:
No Google either. Okay, there's my phone. It's over there.
Who was the first ever person to draw the number 1 spot and win the Royal Rumble?
The first person to ever draw it
Number
and
1.
win it.
Number 1. Who's the first person to get that number 1 spot in the Royal Rumble and actually win the whole thing? We've had a few over the years now.
I think Shawn Michaels was, but
Well, I'll let you ponder about this before you give us a final answer. Maybe we can get a couple answers in there.
I'm gonna say Shawn Michaels. That's my answer. I'm locked in.
Locked into Shawn Michaels?
Did Rey Mysterio win it as a number 1?
I believe so. I think we've had a few.
But he may not have been the first
Benoit,
person.
I believe, was a number 1. He was either number 1 or 2.
I'm just gonna go with. I'm gonna go with
Old Faithful.
Michaels, but I do know that Rey Mysterio won it as a number 1. I don't know. I can't think of who else was in at number 1.
All right.
Wasn't it Shawn Michaels and British Bulldogs number 1 and number 2?
I believe that is
But
correct.
did Michaels end up winning?
Michaels did win that.
Is that the right one, or am I thinking the
Yeah,
wrong
yeah,
one?
you're.
Am I right?
You
was,
are
Was it
correct.
Shawn Michaels?
It is Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
Shawn Michaels is the first. At
I
the
talked a
time,
whole lot.
WWF.
I talked a whole lot around that to get that right, didn't
I was
I?
waiting for your.
I told you I was locked in.
So, yes, he was the first ever at that time WWF Royal Rumble winner who had drawn the number 1 spot with the whole time limit to win that match.
It was him and Bulldog.
I believe it was Bulldog.
What year was that? 90.
Cody Booyer said Andre the Giant. I don't think Andre was ever in one of the Well, I should take that back. Maybe in the 80s.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan won
Well,
the first one.
yeah.
I'd have to look to see who was in that. I can't even remember who all was in that. That was a long.
I'm almost saying Andre wasn't ever in there because that would have gave Andre kind of an L, and they tried not to ever do that.
Yeah,
as much as they could.
I just don't know if he was. The only battle royal I remember him in was that battle royal at WrestleMania 2 and
Okay, question number 2.
number 2.
Little tougher for you.
All right.
The first ever entrant in the inaugural Women's Royal Rumble.
Oh gosh.
She lasted a whopping 54 minutes and almost won it.
What year was this? This
Uh,
has been in the last few years.
yeah, I don't have a year written down. I didn't go that further in.
Okay, tell me.
First ever women's Royal Rumble entrant.
Was this a current was this a current wrestler at the time, or was this somebody making a comeback and was just in there for a while?
No, she is still currently wrestling on TV.
Still currently wrestling.
Yes.
It wasn't Talia, was it?
this,
Get,
this is for
let
you,
me
Paige
get
Mac.
Paige all fired
This is
up.
for you, Paige Mac. Anybody out there that doesn't know, if you own any Paige Mac merchandise, do not mix it with Natalia merchandise, or vice versa. She is
Oh man.
not a huge Natalia fan. For some reason, she's a hard hater.
Hey man, I had the TV on one night, and Paige was upstairs somewhere, and I don't have the TV up very loud, and Talia's music came on. I just heard her door, and she's like, "Why is she on there for?"
I love when her music hits because it reminds me of the Heart Foundation.
Yeah, and then it tricks you, and she
Yeah.
comes out.
Cody Booter says Molly Holly. That is incorrect.
What did I say? Who did I say?
You asked Natalia, and that is incorrect.
That is incorrect.
I'll give you one more guess.
Beth Phoenix.
Randy says China. She is not
Yeah,
currently
she is.
wrestling.
And she.
But
Oh, Beth Phoenix ain't really. I'll say. Oh, you know what? I don't remember who won. Let's go with Charlotte Flair. How about Charlotte Flair?
Charlotte Flair, you're locking in as your final
Because
answer?
she's still wrestling, even though
Uh-huh.
she's not wrestling
Yeah.
right now. But yeah, let's go with her.
That is incorrect.
Like I said, was it Mickey James?
No.
God dang it!
The first ever women's Royal Rumble entrant in their inaugural match. It lasted 54 minutes. Miss Sasha Banks,
Oh,
a.k.a.
Mercedes
Moné.
Moné.
I maybe take this back. This may be my favorite Royal Rumble. 1998. 1998 is like my favorite year period of anything.
Was that when Mick Foley came out 3 times?
That is part of this question.
Oh, look at me!
Yes. No, don't get too cocky yet, Slammer.
Ah, Terry
19
Funk. Terry Funk. My answer's Terry Funk.
That old Terry Funk.
Watch Terry Funk in that match. He's crazy in
Yeah.
there. He's like falling all in the ropes and stuff.
1998, Mick Foley was he famously entered
Bing,
the
bing.
ring 3 times
Yep.
as,
Mick Foley, or it's Cactus Jack, Dude Love, and Mankind.
3 names. All 3 phases of Foley come out in the Royal Rumble. Of those 3, you got a 1 in 3 shot here.
Mm-hmm.
Which character entered the Royal Rumble first?
Bing bang! It's Cactus Jack.
Cactus Jack, is that your final
That's the
answer?
final answer.
You are correct, sir.
Yeah, I knew that. I think he did that. And he came out as Dude Love, and he came out as Mankind last. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right.
That is correct.
Bing bang!
Question number 4.
And Terry Funk was in it.
That son of a...
I love Terry Funk.
He was
man.
Chainsaw Charlie at that point, too.
Was he Chainsaw Charlie
He
in
was.
that? He was Chainsaw Charlie in that.
Here was one I didn't know, and I looked up, and I was like, oh, I'm going to have to make this a question.
Okay.
The first
Terry
ever-
Funk.
Son of a gun, you got it. 1988 was the very first televised WWF Royal Rumble.
1988.
1988.
Okay.
Who was the first participant who drew number 1 to enter the first ever televised Royal Rumble match?
Oh my God.
He is a Hall of Famer.
Okay. I'm gonna get this right, I think,
Okay.
but I might not. It was Ted DiBiase.
Ted DiBiase, is that going to be your final?
Yeah.
You want to talk it out first?
Nope, I'm just gonna go with Ted DiBiase because that's the first person that came to my mind. And if he wasn't first, he was second.
I'm going to say that is incorrect.
Gosh, dang it, was he second?
I don't have the list of entrants in order.
1988.
I just have the first
It
participant.
wasn't Ted DiBiase.
He is a Hall of Famer. He is a generational wrestler.
Teddy
So-
Rose, he's a generational wrestler.
Well, that wasn't him. I'm trying to think of some more. We've mentioned this fella's name tonight.
Terry Funk.
Go, Terry Funk!
He's a generational wrestler.
Let's see. This guy. Oh, he wore shades to the ring.
Slammer.
He had long, greasy black hair.
Long, greasy black hair in 1988 and sunglasses. Why am I not getting this?
He was part of the Pink and Black Attack.
Bret Hart was number
Bret
one?
Hart. Bret Hart was entrant number one in the first ever Royal Rumble.
Really?
Yeah.
I do not remember that.
I thought that was a
Wow.
pretty cool fact because I had no idea either.
I had...
Let's see, some of the Ric Flair, Dana thought maybe it was going to be Ric Flair.
1988, Rick Flair
Randy
would have
said
been
Ric
in
Flair.
the NWA, man. I
Cody
don't
got
think
the
they was-
Cactus Jack question right.
They weren't even WCW in 88, were they?
No, still
They were still
NWA.
NWA.
And the final question, the final boss,
Straight out of Compton.
the final boss, question number 5 tonight of our Royal Rumble trivia question.
Royal Rumble trivia.
The first man to enter and the first man eliminated in the 2015 Royal Rumble.
The first man entered and first man eliminated.
He was the first man in and the first man thrown out of the 2015 Royal Rumble. He's
Jeez.
still currently on
So again, that's 10 years ago.
Monday Night Raw. He's still currently on Monday Night Raw.
I told Heather that last Saturday night before. I said, "Do you realize 2015 was 10 years ago?" She said,
Crazy.
"Don't say that."
Get out.
And then I said, "You know, if Marty McFly was here right now, he would have traveled back to 1995." She says, "That's wrong. 1995 was a year ago."
So this guy is currently on TV still. He is a former WWE champion.
Is he a Hall of Famer by any chance?
He still wrestles.
Is he a Hall of Famer that wrestles? Is it Rey Mysterio?
I could say he's got a good debate to be.
So he's not
I
Rey
believe
Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio is a Hall of Famer. He's already
I
a
know,
Hall of
that's why I was
Famer.
saying,
No,
I'm like,
not-
it a Hall of Fame or was it Rey Mysterio?
It is not.
But you're saying this person probably will be in the Hall of Fame at some point?
Doug is guessing Kevin Nash. Tony Ruiz is in the chat. What's up, Tony? He's our friend from California.
Oh, Randy said The Miz. Is that right? If it's right, he's Googling it.
Randy's correct.
Randy, get off Google.
He came to play.
I was thinking that I started to think, was it Sheamus?
Uh-huh.
But apparently it must be The Miz. So,
It was The Miz.
so he
And
was
that-
the first entrant and the first one out?
Yeah, which isn't typical. And that was also the year Roman Reigns won the Royal Rumble.
Oh, is that when nobody wanted him to win it?
Yeah.
Remember
That
when
was
Blue Tista won? Everybody was wanting Roman Reigns to win.
Yeah.
And Blue
And then-
Tista won,
And then they all turned on Roman.
and then
eventually.
they all turned on Roman. It's like they just couldn't get a winner right. They got the winner. You know who's going to win this year?
Who's that?
You think Cena's going to win it, or do you think CM Punk?
I don't think Cena will. I think that's almost
You think
too
they're going to
obvious.
have? You think they're going to have him win the Elimination Chamber? You know he's going to be in a main event for one of them titles at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with him. And I don't even know if he'll be in a main event for the title at WrestleMania. I think at some point
you got to put him in a main event of WrestleMania.
I mean, you got SummerSlam still. I don't know if they'll do it that quickly into his. He's got a whole year to go. He's just
Well, no,
starting now.
I think
can see
if
him-
they're going to do something with him, I don't think him winning the Royal Rumble is going to be bad. I think that
Yeah.
would only
Oh
make
yeah,
everybody happy.
I 100% agree, but I don't think that's. I would say if he goes for a world title, it's going to be at SummerSlamish. I think they gotta. I don't know. I feel like WrestleMania is way too soon for him to start his.
Do you think they have CM Punk win it and go for some belt,
I could see that.
or do you think
I could see him and Cody, man. Everybody would
I
want to see
mean,
that.
I really don't care to really see Rollins and CM Punk again.
No, I feel like that match really fell flat on Monday
It
night.
did. I just
It kind of like killed the show for the main event.
it's like who does CM Punk face now?
I could see him. I would be cool
You
with
think
him and Gunther.
Gunther fighting each other?
Him and Gunther would be a really good
I
match.
think that'd be pretty good.
I think Punk should be.
I
I
kind
can
of
see him versus anybody at this point right
I
now.
kind of want Owens to beat Cody Rhodes.
I kind of thought that was going to happen on.
Well, they just keep bringing him back.
Yeah.
It's like, are they going to put the belt on him? Hey, man, you know, they always say anything can happen in the
That's true.
World Wrestling Federation.
Randy thinks Cena's going to do it. He also said, I didn't Google it. He didn't Google it.
Good job.
Well, that is all I've got for tonight.
That's it.
That is
All right,
it.
well, we went a good hour and 5 minutes. I was kind of wondering if we'd even go 45 tonight. I knew this was kind of last minute, and that's
Yeah.
kind of sometimes these things kind of work good last minute. So what we're kind of thinking about maybe next Monday.
Yeah, you'll put up
Okay.
a post. You'll let them know.
All right. We're usually on Tuesday, but we're kind of thinking about maybe going to Monday because Tuesdays are kind of hard for both of us. He does another show at 6 o'clock with his die cut dudes. Then he has to get home, then get over here, and he's usually worked all day. And for some reason, Tuesdays are always a bigger day for me at work, and they always give me a pickup at the end of the day that's kind of late. And I always wonder, am I even going to make it home in time, even for 8 o'clock? And typically we get to start earlier on Mondays. And Mondays are usually not the craziest day of the week. So I'm thinking Mondays. Well, I like Monday Night Bro.
We'll figure it out. I'm good with Monday.
So right now,
Are we-
if you're
are we
watching
sealing
this,
the deal right here?
let's seal the deal. Because and you know what?
Oh, it's Monday.
I'm not quite sure. I think we get Martin Luther King Day off now at UPS. I think that's
Oh,
part of our
wow.
new contract. I think that they've.
I didn't go
added
to
that
UPS to
as-
leave the hospital.
Yeah, we should have Martin Luther King Day off.
Yeah, because mail don't run.
Well, yeah. Plus, a lot of our workers are African American. I think they should be able to have the day off.
yeah.
Not just for me, for them, but I think we should all. I think that's pretty cool that we finally get that day off. So anyway, I could be totally wrong too, but I think that's part of it. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
So,
No
so
matter-
I think officially going forward,
Next Monday.
Monday
so that
Night
would
Bro
be
Show.
what is the day? The 12th. Tomorrow's the 13th. So that'd be January 20th.
Sounds
Monday
good
the
to me.
20th. Let's mark it down. We still gonna do 8 or 7? We're gonna do 8 or 7. Did we say that?
We have not figured that out yet.
Should we still do 8?
I'm
Does
good
it
with 7.
matter?
I'm good with 7.
Okay, let's do that. Let's do 7 because I
We're gonna move
like
it
that
up.
too.
We're gonna move it up a day and an hour early.
And if
One
nobody
and one.
watches, yeah,
1-1. But it's-
I think everybody. We've had our same crew getting on here now, so I think everybody's going to get on here no matter what time we're on there. So let's just plan. And if something happens, I'm late, I will send a little, hey, we're going to start at 8 instead of 7 or something. Bear with us. We'll figure it out. January the 20th, Monday. So anyway, once again, this is the Slammer page. 3 little dots down there. I'm going to need everybody to go in there. Hit those 3. Well, crap. Now my finger hit a button.
amateur.
Go to those 3 little dots and hit it. And then go down there and it says, invite people to connect. And you hit that.
Denny says, "What's up?"
And then it
Slammer?
says invite friends. You hit the invite friends. And then a list of people will come up on your phone. Hit select all. Send invites. People will be invited to like the Slammer page. I got to get up over 3,000 people and
We'll
beyond.
get you there.
So anyway, my other page, Chris Slammer. Go add me on there as a friend. I'll be your friend. X at Max Jim, MACSGYM. Instagram, Chris underscore Slammer, all lowercase. TikTok at Slammermania. Follow me while there's still time. Cameo, Slammermania. Book me. I will wish you a happy birthday, or I will wish somebody that you want me to wish somebody a happy birthday to. Did I say that right?
Or happy Martin Luther King
Happy
Day.
anniversary. Happy Martin Luther King Day. I'll give you a pep talk. Maybe you're having already starting to fail at your New Year's resolution to work out. I'll give you a pep talk, man, and get you in there working out. Whatever you want. Almost anything you want. Book me, and I will do that. Slammer, Chris Slammer 8, or Slammer 4878, YouTube. Follow me on there. Go
Okay.
ahead. I'm good.
You can find me here every Monday night, 7 p.m. Central, right here on the Slammer page. Like you said, be sure share it out, like this page, get some other fellow wrestling
Nick.
fans that like this page.
Good picture, brother.
Oh.
Nick was flexing the guns
Oh,
with
nice.
me. Take a picture with me,
Who
and
took that
I
picture?
look at that. You did.
The official cameraman.
Yeah, man.
Or you can find me on my personal Facebook page at Kyle Mookie Skynet. Send me a message, send me a friend request. I will hook you up. I will say hello. I will do.
Say hello.
I will do a little monkey dance for you.
Whoa.
I have also just recently joined, and maybe the very tail end of the Tic Tac.
It'll keep going. It'll get.
You can find me at the White Larry Bird. Oh, you can't really see. A little dark. A little dark.
It is a little dark. That's crazy.
The White Larry Bird. Look me up. The White Larry Bird on the Tic Tac. Final days of the Tic Tac. I will be there.
Look at my slammer. How come mine's not all weird like yours?
Yeah, yours is
Slammer mania.
yours is dark. Mine's white. Well,
see
I'm the
that?
White Larry Bird. That's why mine's white.
Go in there and watch my videos. I put a video of me just shoveling yesterday. Got 6,000 views, man.
So be sure check us out. Not tomorrow Monday. The following Monday. We will be here 7 p.m. Central, right here on the Slimer Network. Thank you for joining us.
Network.
Thank you for joining us. We will see you next Monday.
And what you gonna do when the bro show entertains you? Well,
brother.
it didn't hit end. It did something different. There's the end button. We can never get this right the first time. All right.